felt the necessity to change something in stock management?
The most important thing, for every retailer is to maintain, appropriate level of availability. Because, if the stock is not available, unfortunately, you cannot get the sales. So we were thinking, throughout this criteria. And we were trying to measure, what influences our availability. We did have a very good understanding of the availability, but after the detailed survey, we found out actually that what wasn't working was the ordering that forms part of the supply chain process, and that's why we basically decided to find a solution that would assist us to sort out this problem.
Could you please describe the process of choosing the IT decision to cope with this problem?
We decided to invest into, let's say, a low-budget solution, but the solution, that allows us to apply our operating policies so that we reach the target.
Can you please describe in few words what was going on during the project?
After we decided to go for IBM Cloud StockM solution, we decided to phase the project into 3 phases, and the first phase was the planning, and it took us a month. Then there was an analytical session because we had to decide, of how we want the system to work, which was about, collecting the information that the system needs in order to make decisions on how much to order, from whom to order, and when to order. And then it took us around 9 months in order to implement all the suppliers into the system. One of the gains of implementing the project was basically the fact that we lowered significantly the cost of processing orders, right? Because we decreased the number of people
in the shops.
Right, right. We decreased the number of people, by around 7 times. There was 14 people managing the orders, and now there's only 2 people. And additionally, it was a big assistance, to stores, so that stores do not really have to spend a lot of time, on deciding what to order, when to order, and how much. So you can feel those results, gradually. Implementation of the project is one thing, and then finding a balance for the logistic cooperation with the supplier is another thing. So the system is not enough to actually release all the gains, but then what you have to do is you have to fine-tune the cooperation with your supplier so that they understand that fine-tuning is going to help them and us. Which means basically that you have to decide on every single SKU and every single supplier what is the best way of handling deliveries that translates into a rotation, lost sales.
Okay, and who are the main users of the system in Balvina?
The end user doesn't have to work with the system, but if it benefits from this, it benefits from the system. Getting the information. So these are the stores, these are the store managers, right? These are the regional managers, the operating department, the finance department, the purchasing department.
And what about you?
Yeah, I'm using this also from time to time. I'm looking actually, at the presentation on a weekly basis so that I understand, what direction are we moving. But yes, I do use it as well. There's a factor, that we call resistance to change, right? And this factor is pretty high, across all the employees in every single company, because they get used to doing things in one way, and they just don't want to do it in a different way. But I have to tell you that, I was really nicely surprised of the appreciation that we got, from our stores, who basically do not really have to deal with the orders anymore. So after we went through, I'd say, half of the project, we we got an applause, on our quarterly meeting, with stores, being a kind of a thank you for implementation of the system. We had those difficult moments, and these moments were relating, to the way we have to change our thinking, right? But we cope with those problems as well. And there were also moments, where we ourselves, appreciated, the system, because, things that were taking us really long time, became very easy, just because of the